I'm not even sure if this is happening right now. Let's see. I'm using the free one, Boo, to see if it works. I don't know. Testing live stream. Um, it is on here. Let's see. I don't know what
Testing live stream.
See? Okay.
It is on here.
Okay, it looks like it's going good. I'm using the free version.
What?
Hold on. Is this private? No. Can I change this? I am mad late and I'm trying to see what happens on here. I don't see anything happening yet. Why don't I see anything? It says live stream is offline. I don't know what that means. Okay, there you are. Okay, of course nobody's here because it looks like I'm 30 minutes late because, well, more than 30 minutes late, almost an hour late. And that is because I'm gonna talk to myself. I'm like almost an hour late. So I was using Zoom and Zoom, let me see if this is going, yeah, I can see hold on, let me bring it a little closer. I was using Zoom and for some reason Zoom did not capture it didn't read my camera and it tested different streaming services and it was fine. It, so I just quit Zoom. I had to like give up on Zoom, and Zoom is something that I'm paying for. So I'm now using something called Lightstream. It's actually free, and I don't have to download anything. I'm using it on the desktop. Um, I I like it because it's free. I was testing out free software earlier, and Lightstream was good. At one moment it was fine without glitches, and the next moment it was glitching like crazy. But that's because John was playing PlayStation, and I thought, it was a bunch of other things. I can't OD on the Wi-Fi. Anyway, that's just technical difficulties. Hello to whoever's there. I'm actually watching my video on my cell phone here, and there's no lag and there's nothing. I like live stream because I can use my little cartoon. You see the cartoon that I have under me? Um, I can do what I want on here. I can put overlays. I can make it cute. I'm like really pissed off right now. I'm trying to calm myself down. I should go on Instagram and tell people that it's live now. I don't know. Um, Let me see something and make sure I can actually hear myself. Can you hear me? Anybody that's watching? Yeah, I can hear it. Okay. So I have things that I want to talk about. The culture report. I'm so angry. I'm trying to shake it off. Okay, shake it off. Shake it off. It's just when you pay for something, you put your money into someone's pocket so they can give you a service that you really need and that you use. For me, professionally on YouTube, and it fucks up, it really pisses me off. And I already don't like Zoom because they don't let you do much. For $15 a month, I should be able to do something rather than just go live on YouTube. Shit pisses me off. I'm sorry. I'm really angry. I'm really angry. But that's all right because I'm going to tweet them later. Um, Hi, Nia. Hi, Speechy. How are you guys? I'm happy to see you. Let me know if something's off because, like I said, this is a free software that I'm using now. Not software. I'm actually doing it from online from a web browser. It's pretty dope. You guys should try it. I'll link it when this is all said and done. It's called Lightstream Studio. Yeah, you Google Lightstream Studio and you use the free version, and you're good. Anyhow, so yes, I guess I can talk. Thank you, Nia, for the confirmation. It's funny because I'm looking at myself here and it looks glitchy, but I'm following along on my cell phone and everything seems fine. So, and it's free, okay? And I could put my own little cartoons, add my own flavor to it. Anyway, so culture report. I guess we can start with that. I have look at my culture report this week. It's so tiny because I'm sick of I'm like sick of sitting on a couch. Is anyone feeling the same way? I cannot, like, literally I sit on the couch and I feel like I feel like a little nauseous. I'm like, I don't want to be sitting on this couch anymore. But yeah, so I have watched some things, but I try not to OD, and I like old school stuff, so I watch my old school favorites. Like I've been watching Hey Arnold a lot. But for the new stuff that I can share with you, it's very lightweight. Narcos Mexico. Narcos Mexico season 3, the most recent season that just came out. I just finished it. I binged it. It was really good. What fascinated me, what's funny is that I watched the one with Pablo, um, and and with Pablo, I didn't find myself reflecting like, yo, is it worth it? You are living in luxury, true luxury. Like your house is something out of a magazine. Your life is something out of a magazine. And I never questioned it. Like, is it worth all this stress running from the cops, enemies everywhere, cutting like body parts left at your doorstep? You know what I mean? Like, it's really violent, the lifestyle of the cartel. And in season 3, the latest season, I asked myself, because this guy Felix, he's the, every season they concentrate on a new drug lord, and this season was Felix, and he was beyond stressed. His stress was something that, I guess that's what it was. That's why I started to reflect the way I did, because it was really all about his stress. And so I questioned, is it all worth it? Like, damn, how much money do you need? I mean, I would love to be rich. I would love not to need and to have the best healthcare and the best food coming into my home. Because to me, that's what it means to be rich. You can pay for top quality food. You can pay for the dopest doctors. You can pay for doctors that are more, spiritually aligned and things like that. Like, money brings you these type of things. But these guys, like, damn, yo, like you have to have. I mean, when Felix got, like when he got caught, well, yeah, when he got caught, he had 200 million in the bank, and I'm like, is that not enough? Like, how, 200 million and it's not enough? Oh God! And it's worth something more in other countries. In the U.S., you could probably smoke it or snort 200 million, but damn. And the power that comes with it too. But if anybody saw it, did y'all see Narcos? Because if you see it, Felix is like, he's not Herbed, but he's it's like almost like people were waiting for to push him out the way, and it felt like they were telling him that to his face. Like they were not afraid to step to him, like with Pablo, people were afraid to step to him. Um, but it was still really fascinating, really interesting. Um, it's just honestly, even on the other end, like the cops, the U.S. cops, the CIA, the FBI. I'm like, damn, you gotta like live in fear. It was season 3 was driven by what happened in season 2, which is a CIA agent was tortured and killed, and season 3 was about hunting down the people that had anything to do with that. The U.S. was hunting them down. Um, and so when you think about the guy, the CIA officer that was tortured, like really tortured, and you wonder, is it fucking even worth it for you to be a CIA agent? You know what I mean? It's I don't know. Somebody's got to do it, I guess. Hi, Andre. Andre, the Luca. Andres. Well, Andre. Hello, welcome. Also, you only saw the one with Pablo Nia. Okay, yeah, but this last one is good. I feel like I skipped one because I didn't care. I feel like there's different ones, but the one with Felix is really good. The one with Pablo is really good. I think I skipped one as well, but I don't know. I was fascinated. It's just a headache and a half. I can't take it. I can't. So it was an excellent season. I recommend that. Oh, and there's a guy on there. The guy that plays. It's funny because you see all these heads of different what they call them. Like within the organization, there's heads for every, I guess, sector. And they're all going to get their story eventually. Like the next story is Amado. Amado was the one that he kind of takes care of the flights, like how to transport the drugs and everything. He's the flying guy. And the next season is going to be about him. So there's a guy within the story this season, a drug lord named, I think his name was Pablo Acosta. I can't remember, but the last name is Acosta. He comes in late, like the last four episodes. I mean, the last four episodes. He's a dope actor. Hey, from Brazil. Hi, boo. Um, he played the main bad guy in Apocalypto, the Mel Gibson movie about the I guess Aztec. It was about the Aztec people. They were hunting a certain person down, and it was an excellent movie from beginning to end. And you know what's funny? It's subtitles because they're talking in their original language, and so there's subtitles, but it's probably one of the movies that you really get lost in. Like you get swept away, you forget that you're reading throughout the whole movie. It's still so impactful. Have y'all seen Apocalypto? Directed by Mel Gibson. Anyhow, that guy, Pablo, he's Mexican, but you know, Mexican have from the original people of Mexico have a lot of indigenous features, like myself, and I'm Ecuadorian though, but yeah. So he plays an Aztec, the real like bad guy in Apocalypto. He's excellent in it. Like I love to hate him because he's truly evil. And I recognized him. I was like, wait a minute, I know that face. Anyway, that's just me, ranting. Anyhow, so the next culture report thing that I'm recommending is I'm gonna link Apocalypto if you haven't seen it. You're not replying, so I don't know if there's a lag or something. But yeah, I have to watch it. Like if you take away anything, you have to go online and find it free somewhere on the internet, and you have got to see Apocalypto. It's excellent. Um, Okay, the next one that I'm going to recommend is, which is the last one, by the way, the Mandalorian. It's on Disney, the Disney Plus. And hey, Truth, Tiff, how are you both? Um, so the Mandalorian is mad good, and it's so cute. It's like Baby Yoda. It's funny because when you read about it, because when I come on here to talk to you guys, sometimes I don't have the words to express what something is about, like to give a synopsis. I feel like I might ruin it. So in the synopsis of the Mandalorian, it's Star Wars based. It's like in the early timeline of Star Wars. Still the future, like light years into our future, but their past. It it says that it's about a gunfighter traveling through the galaxy, but it's more than that. It's all about Baby Yoda. Yeah, Peachy King, right? Isn't it good? So you have Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian, which is like I guess how would I describe him? I mean, according to the synopsis, he's a gunfighter, but I consider him in like a hero. He's like I don't know. He's all about his honor and all that stuff. Anyhow, so yes, he protects Baby Yoda, little baby Yoda, from people that want to capture him and use his powers for evil. I guess you know how it goes, just like the real world. But yeah, it's mad good from beginning to end, and I like the actor. So he wears a mask the entire season, the entire time. But he's Pedro Pascal, and I really like him as an actor as well. He was in Game of Thrones, and he was in Narcos. He was one of the cops in Narcos. So yeah, so that is it for my culture report this week. It's really short, but I'm sick of sitting on the couch. My butt can't take it anymore. Like sometimes I'll sit on the floor just because I'm tired of sitting on the couch. I can't do it. I need to, anyhow, I need to like do something with myself, like find structure, find a schedule to stick to, and the TV ain't cutting it anymore. I can't deal with it. I was outside today. Did y'all do anything today? Is anybody in New York? Anyone of y'all from New York? Because today was beautiful. I don't go outside unless I really have to, like food, and I also get air. Like it's food and air, and that's it. So I went for a walk with John. We sat by the East River, and there was a guy out there fishing, like I don't know, a whole house away from us. He was really far, but I was watching him, and so we were like very isolated. And we just sat there, and like the warmth of the sun hit our heads. It was really nice, and then I went back out later because after that, after the East River walk, on our way back home, we bought Patsy's Pizza. So I had three. They're not large, they're tiny, but I had three, and so I couldn't get it out of my head. I had to burn it. So I went to the park and just walked up and down the steps 10 times and burned it and sweated out like crazy. Um, Hey, Linda, Yenny, how are you, boo? Queen. um, uh, so, oh, I'm gonna start with the questions because I be thinking I keep y'all way too long. I feel bad, I feel bad that it'd be like an hour later. So I'm gonna try and bring these down to like 40 minutes. But the questions are good, like really, really good. So, I don't know. I like them. I picked 10 out of 200 to keep us, to get us to really think and get to know each other. So I have them here. Let's see. Um, oh, okay. Number one. This is gonna sound funny, and it's not to. Um, well, let me just read it. So number one. Where would you rather be from? Most people have a special place in their hearts from their hometown, but a lot of people would rather have been born somewhere else. So I guess I'll start. I was born in Harlem. I was born in New York, born and raised, and I've never been to Ecuador. So my parents are both 100% Ecuadorian, and they came over here when they were 16, and all of my siblings were born here, and my cousins and things like that. Um, I I never been there, and it is probably like one of my biggest shames. I feel disconnected from my motherland, from my people, from my roots. I almost feel rootless, and it brings me a lot of shame. And so I wish I was born there, raised there, and then moved to New York because I love New York. I love being from here. I know I complain a lot about New York, but that's because I can. I know it well enough to bitch about it. Um, but I think if I was born in Ecuador, I'll be much more confident in myself. Um, I'll probably learn the indigenous language. I mean, I know Spanish already, even though that's another shame of mine, but I'll get that later because I kind of ran through the questions. So I'll bring that up later. So, what about you guys? Like, I wish I was born in Ecuador so I could be in touch with my people. That would be wonderful. But I was born in New York and I'm thankful as well, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm going to ask you, where would you rather be from if that applies to you? And I'll see what you guys say. Because I really want it to be a two-way street. Like, I want to get to know you so badly. You have no idea. um, so I'm going to wait and see if anybody answers. Oh, whatever. What can you do? I'm going to wait and see if anybody answers. Okay. Oh, you're a military brat, Nia? Can't say I would want to be from somewhere else because I don't feel like I'm from anywhere. Oh, but I feel you so deeply when you say that, Nia. Don't you feel like, I don't know, you probably take it like in stride. Like it's probably a beautiful thing that you've been everywhere. It's positive if you look at the positive. But for me, it makes me feel funny. It almost feels like I can't relate. I can't relate to like my Latin friends. I don't have any Ecuadorian friends. First of all, let me say that it's Dominican, Puerto Rican. That's it, pretty much. And I can't relate to them, and I also feel like I can't relate to New Yorkers too heavy because I don't even feel like I'm like them. I have, of course, I was born and raised here. Things are rubbing off on me, but I almost feel like I don't know how to relate to anybody, and it sucks. It makes me feel like whack. I'm from Mississippi. Okay, this is from Speechy Kim. I'm from Mississippi, but I wish I could connect with my ancestry in Africa. I feel rootless as well. You know what I do? I bought a book about Ecuador. I research things online. That's what I give it, and I want to go. It sucks that I have to go as a tourist, but that's the fate. That's my fate, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the more you know about your people, the more confident you could be. That does a lot to your heart to know where you come from, maybe why you are the way you are, why you move the way you move, and speak the way you speak. I feel like I don't know. I feel like if anything, I'll learn that my people deep root into the deep ancestry. I'll probably learn that they're mad docile because I feel like I'm docile, like I'm too docile. Like I feel like I should be tougher. Every time I see like any type of like original people or ancestry people or anything, you see this kindness all the time, and I'm like, where's like the fight at? Like I want to see the fight. Maybe it will inspire me to fight. anyway for something worth fighting for, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry if that didn't make any sense. That fill my soul, right? Yeah. I mean, hey, at least we got books that can help us. Okay, so I guess I'll move on to the next one since only one person answered. Hi, Mohammed. How are you, boo? Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. The next question is, what job would you be terrible at? I love that question. What job would you be terrible at? Flipping the common question of their dream job, this question will help you find out what they think they are not good at, or at least what they dislike. So I don't think I'll be good at selling. I just don't think I'll be good at selling because I feel like I gotta. It's all about. I don't know. It feels dishonest to me. Like I gotta push and push and push and beast and beast and beast to sell this one thing. And what if I'm not connected to that one thing? What if I don't give a damn about that one thing? I don't think I'll be any good at sales ever. So yeah, I guess I'll flip it on y'all. Whoever wants to answer, what job do you think you would be terrible at? I know I'll be a bad salesperson. I just can't push shit on people. I can't push product. If I could, I'll be much more successful here on YouTube. A lot more. um, I could skip it. If nobody answers, it's no big deal. Um, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna skip it. Well, I answered it, so it's not really like I'm skipping it. Damn it. All right, let's see. The next question is, what are you absolutely determined to do? I feel like I'm determined to find my purpose in the world. Like if I die trying, I'll be happy. Like I'll be fine. Like I'm not giving up until I find my motherfucking purpose in this world. Oh, Nia, you will never do retail again. Okay, so you know you bad at retail. Yeah, I mean, I did retail for like 2 days. I worked in a Gap for 2 days. I couldn't do it. I was buttoning shirts the whole time. Like they wanted me to stand there and just button shirts, and I was like, I can't do this. um, but yeah, so what are you absolutely determined to do? For me, I'm determined to find my purpose in this fucking world. Mackenzie Lane. Hi, Mackenzie. How are you, boo? Any 9 to 5 desk job, I'd probably not be good at. Oh, you are so lucky. That means you are not in the 9 to 5 world. I could tell you that it's it can be soul crushing because it becomes very like mundane, or not even mundane. It becomes very repetitive, and you go in when the sun is in, when the sun is out. You leave when the sun is down. You have to go home and make dinner and go to sleep. And it feels like your life is like all you do is sit in front of a computer, and your life is over in the blink of an eye. It really does feel that way with a 9 to 5, honestly. I handled it well, I think. I was in there for like 12 years in the same spot, but I would cry sometimes because I felt like my soul was like leaving my body. Um, Akira Renee, I agree. 9 to 5 desk jobs are driving me crazy lately. I can't wait to leave the 9 to 5 lifestyle. It's funny because I'm looking for a job and I'm not dismissing 9 to 5 because I want to do it part time. I feel like I could do it part time, but part time 9 to 5 is not easy to come by. But yeah. There's some people that thrive in a 9 to 5, and I envy them. I envy salesmen. I envy bankers that can get up every day and talk shit on the phone all day long and talk shit to clients all day long. And I feel like they will forever be successful, and people like me will constantly be struggling to find their purpose in the world. So yeah, I'll move on to 4. Um, 4 is, what website do you visit most often? So if you okay, I feel like if you're an adult, like you could say whatever. Like I'm not judging you. Whatever website you visit, that's on you. We all adults here. But if I'm gonna keep it 100% gully, then yes, the website that I visit the most will be Beyonce.com. I'm always looking for updates from Beyonce. So I go and I'll put Beyonce.com every day and just see if she's posted a new photo of herself or something. And she doesn't. So aside from that, I guess it would be YouTube. But yeah, those are the websites I visit the most. Um, Lately, I guess with all this time in our hands, we should be on like Udemy or something, Skillshare, where you can learn something online. So what about you guys? What website do you visit often? Oh God, whatever. I don't care. Okay, I'm going to. Hmm. Okay, same YouTube and Blackboard. Okay, yeah, college. Okay, I get it. I think I'm going back to school, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I feel like if I don't find a job, like within the next couple of months, I'm just gonna go back to school. Man, I don't even know for what, but I need to do something with myself. Speechy Kim is Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest are all in the rotation. Okay. Hi Ashley. How are you, boo? Um, Pinterest. So Facebook is like a conversation, right? It's like I never had it, so I don't even know. I think it's like you engage almost like Instagram, but right? It's like Instagram posts and conversations, right? And then Pinterest is where you have beautiful photos of inspirational things. I have a Pinterest, I just don't know what to do with it. Twitter, I like Twitter too. I feel like because it's an app on my phone, I don't see it as a website. I guess that was the glitch in my brain, but I do like I be on there all the time, which is probably an issue. I follow about 50 people. They're all dope and they don't talk shit. They don't, I mean, they talk shit, which I love, but they're not annoying. I can't follow annoying people. I can't follow people that inundate you with freaking like fear mongering. I try to get, all that stuff, shoo it away from my energy. Hulu and Netflix, yes. I like Hulu a lot. Hey, I just joined, but I have a question for you, if that's okay. Hi, Daily Nomi. I hope I said that right. Of course, ask away, boo. Um, I'll pause the questions until you give us your question to see if it can apply to all of us. Look at this forehead. That's all I see, when I'm recording myself. Look, 4 fingers, almost 5, because you see my hairline is a little funky on the right side. That's life. Okay, I'm waiting. Let's see. I don't know if is it lagging? Did something happen? Um, I don't see Ashley. Pluto is free and it's good. What's Pluto? Is that what's Pluto? Um, I don't know what Pluto is. I'll have to look it up. I guess daily I will come back. Like whenever you ask your question, I'll share it with the group. But for now, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go to the next question. Um, Sorry, I'm just following along with y'all. What website do you visit? This one is gonna sound like it's kind of like, but I feel like I'll get to know you better. And it's so simple. It's like the simplest question of all of them, honestly. 6, wait, oh, 5 actually, 5. What would your perfect room look like? My perfect room would be upstairs. I'd rather be in the second floor. Very light walls, like off-white. Dark chocolate, dark wood floors, like as dark as I could get them. Wood floors. A bed, a nightstand, um, and that's it. Honestly, a mirror. Everything else I would like in a closet. Like I would like a walk-in closet to have all my clothes, just because I do not want to see a bureau. I don't want to see anything out. Like I love nothing. I love emptiness and space. So a bed, a nightstand, a mirror, and two beautiful doors leading to a gorgeous big balcony. And the doors would be like French window doors, like just gorgeous. But yeah, that's my room. Um, Very minimal. Hi, Orlando. Very minimal, no blinds, sun shining through, a few plants. Thank you. I forgot. Definitely plants. I like life in every room. Sandra Niyamuswa. Hi, Isabel. I love your YouTube videos. Hi, boo. I love you. Sandra, what's up, boo? Sunflower. Hi, Sunflower. Hey, Isabel. Everyone hopes keeping peace, blessings. Namaste to you, boo. Let me backtrack because I think I missed Daily's question here. Oh, okay. This is a good question. Okay, this is a good question from Daily. And y'all could chime in and give Daily advice if y'all want, but I'm gonna go for it. So Daily says, so on your last live with Shy Day, you talked about how you and John broke up and got back together. I'm kind of in a similar situation where I don't know if the person I was with when I was younger is worth going back to. I feel like if honestly, you would know. And if it was a long, long time ago, then this person could have changed. For me and John, the connection was how much I liked him. I love him, blah, 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 but I also really, 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 really liked him. And that always drove me back to him. I cared for him. I laughed with him. It was very, very hard to move on. I went back to John over and over because it was difficult to move on past from what I have found with him already, even in our youth, even as teenagers. I think the issue is that we laughed a lot, and I think that when you laugh a lot, it's hard to settle after that because you meet other people, and you just see that there's quality in this person. So, is there quality in that person? Have they really changed a lot? Do you see anything from them online that shows you a little bit about themselves, depth or not? Number one, I think you would know about it. You would know if it's worth it. Number two, it could have been a long time that you've actually sat and had a meaningful conversation with this person. So they could have changed. I don't know that. Has it been a minute though? Um, if it's been a minute, I would say take it slow, have a conversation. Is that person available still? Are they coming after you? Are they like trying to get back with you? Because even when John and I got back together 20,000 times, we always took it easy. And it's not easy for the heart to take it easy because the heart is already, I love this person, but you got to be respectful of each other, of the time that you lost, of the new person that you've become, the new interests you have. So you have to take it easy. It's always wonderful because it flows naturally. Yes, same here. That's so true. I feel like I do know, but we haven't talked in 2+ years and are just now adding each other back on our social media. Oh God, social media is so important now, right? Wow. John don't got it, and I'm thankful. I'm like, thank you. Um, let's see. Okay, so it's been 2 years. That's a decent amount of time. That's a long time. We broke up for years too, just like that. 2 years, 3 years. I say take it slow. If they are slowly letting you back in their social media world or whatever, the real world is going to be much, much more important. Especially now with like Corona, you probably can't hang with them or something like that. So this is, I guess, is a true test. And make sure that it's not because of Corona, because you know how it is. People get lonely and they start saying things they don't mean. So FaceTime each other, Skype, Zoom, whatever. Talk to each other, play games online, get really creative. Um, I suggest, if anything, you take it slow because those 2 years, they were out and about. You don't know if they connected strongly with someone else. There's always that person that's hanging, that's like you, like you're the person that is still in their mind. In those 2 years, somebody else could have made an impact, and that person could be someone that they have to kind of detach from. I just don't want you getting hurt. I want you to be really smart about it. So I would say, if it's in your heart, take your time. I didn't ask your age because I think that I could talk to you forever about this, especially if you tell me you're really young. Um, yeah, so I don't want to go in because I feel like I'll talk to you for 3 hours. Um, well, yeah, it's hard to let go of a deep connection. It won't let go of you. You know what I mean? It won't let go of you. I feel like the only way I would have let go of John is if he would have fallen in love with someone else. But that never happened, and neither did I because we were in love with each other. So let's see. Let's see what everyone's saying. Oh, I'm missing out. Oh, you're 20. Okay, so this started with. Ooh, I'm losing my. Okay, this started with me and John when we were 16. So fíjate, okay? Like it started when we were teenagers as well. And that I could tell you was the hardest time of our relationship was our early 20s. So buena suerte. All right, let me see. I'm getting a lot of things. I don't want to miss anybody because I love these conversations so much. So, okay, Summer. I'm sorry that y'all gotta watch me read. It's just I have to keep up with y'all. So good to see you. Yoga and do meditate. Which apps would you recommend? Hey Tracy. So Tracy asks if I am managing to do yoga and meditate. I meditate on my own. I just close my eyes and I scan my body. It's been the easiest way for me to meditate. When I was at yoga, it was very easy for me to talk to God. Like I would close my eyes and I don't know how it hit me. It hit me over there like intensely. I spoke about it in my last Zoom. I swim up to like it's a water based meditation, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I'll swim up and I'll see someone there and I'll speak to them and they speak back to me and that was God. And when I asked them for help and advice and I had questions, they answered my questions. At home, all I do is close my eyes. I close my eyes and I scan my body and it helps me to focus, which helps me to focus in real life and to hear my heart in real life. I don't use any apps for yoga, but I can tell ya, I'll link it in this video. There's someone that does like Tai Chi, Qigong. It's like energy movement on YouTube. I love it. It gave me a burst of energy the other day. It was 15 minutes long. Then you have Marian Hasna that does like tapping to hit your like certain spots that trigger certain things that are useful to you. You know, she's the expert, but it's really helpful. It's here, it's up here, it's here. I'll add those two videos. And then there's Karen Lord Pilates. That shit hurts. It's really good workouts. It's Pilates, arms and legs and butt, and it's excellent. That's what I've been doing at home. It's so difficult for me to work out at home. I hate working out at home. But those videos have been very, very helpful to me. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. And then I'm just stuck in cycle. Oh, I hope I'm not missing anybody. Okay, let's see. You're welcome, Daily. I hope I helped you, boo. I hope I helped you. I really do. I've been where you are now, my darling. So that's what I did. And there will be pain, so be careful because you're very young. And when you're young, you know, you find people attractive and you go for it. And you can still love someone and still fuck up. And that's what it's about because you're so damn young, you know. Yeah. Let's see. So Sandra has a question. So my question is about love also. Sandra asks, do you think it's worth it to have a relationship in high school? I have always told myself no, but then I just talk to a guy and it never goes far. You know what's funny? I've always been, since I was a kid and I seen my siblings, my older siblings with guys or girls, and it got so serious and ugly to me that I was always turned off when it came to relationships. I looked at the arguing, I looked at the jealousy of 14-year-olds. Like, you are 14 years old. Like, why is he talking to you like that? That shit blew my mind. And it always turned me off. I had little boyfriends in high school. I mean, in junior high school, I had one little boyfriend. Well, I guess you could say two little boyfriends. I never really like cared though. Like we broke up and it was like nothing. It was the dopest, you know. We were like here making out one day. The next day it's like I don't like you anymore. I don't like you either. Bye. Like see you in the playground. It got serious when I met John. When I met John, it's my first time ever having feelings for a person. And it's because we played so much and we got along so well. It just happened. It blossomed. But aside from that glitch of love that hit me, I would say no, because you are a baby in high school and a relationship is OD serious. Someone is going to get hurt in high school. Like someone is going to, I don't know that one person that survived a high school relationship without scars. Like I myself have scars, you know what I mean? I caused scars. So 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 I would say no, but I can say so many things to you. If you're really, really truly feeling someone, you're gonna go for it. It doesn't have to be OD serious, you know what I mean? Like in junior high school I had little boyfriends here and there. It was not serious at all. Like there was no arguing, no jealousy. It was a fun time, like hanging out with someone, making out with them, and having a good time. You know what I mean? If you can find a way to do that in high school, I recommend that. I recommend living your life and not taking anything OD seriously at your age in high school. Um, I'm gonna be cheesy and say concentrate on your education, blah blah blah, because that's very important. But I also know you're a young adult with hormones, you know. But these guys and these girls are trash. So just make sure that whoever you spend your time with is worth it for that thing. Like, don't be giving your heart to this guy that got like 20 billion girlfriends, because that shit's gonna lead you down a rough patch. I would say it's not really. I would say don't get too serious too soon. Like, have your fun. Try and have your fun. If you fall in love with someone, I did. You know what I'm saying? And no one could tell me otherwise. But there was a lot of pain. I could have had like a dope ass high school life, and I didn't. Instead, I was at home crying and shit, you know? So if I could do it again, honestly, I tried to not go to my high school. I went to my high school because the high school that I chose Clinton, and Clinton didn't accept me. So I had to go to Walton, and that's how I met John. If I would have went to Clinton, I would have met him in the future, I think. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it to be too serious in high school at all. But I also know if there's someone you have feelings for, you know, that's gonna take over. Be careful and be smart and be good to yourself. Let's see. Uh, um, Hi, Turt. I'm happy you're here, boo. I'm a free spirit bohemian girl, no cluttered plants, candles, white. Oh, okay, white airy curtains. So sunflowers, perfect room sounds gorgeous. No clutter, plants, candles, white airy curtains, lots of windows and sunrise and sunsets. Oh, that does sound nice. That's my dream too. um, oh, you're welcome, Tracy. Tired of love. Okay, so M. Jackson has a question. No, I don't think we get tired of love questions on here, because I feel like we all are humans, and love is the language, the universal language. It happens to all of us. It happens to a lot of us a million times. I'm just glad it happens to me once. Like, there is not another guy on earth that gave me a headache. And I don't know how girls do it, or guys. Like, I'm not judging at all, but I'm picturing my friends and family members and shit, relationship after relationship, issue after issue, heartbreak after heartbreak. How do you have the inner strength? I admire you. I admire you, because I can't. I cannot. Like, thank God, just one guy. Like, yeah, we go to Winner's roller coaster, but I don't got time for another one. That's for sure. So let's see what M. Jackson asked. Hello, you're probably tired SF of love questions, but this has been pressing me since forever. How do I let go of envy for people in romantic relationships? Wish them well. You know how they be like, pray for your enemies? It's difficult for me to do that. I don't have enemies, but I have people that have violated me and hurt me deeply. And I told myself, I'm gonna fake it until I make it. I'm gonna fake pray for them and see if it works. And it's been working. Thank you. It's been working. Envy is something that eats at you. You are the one that suffers when you envy somebody. Also, you could hurt them by sending them negative energy, and that's going to come back to you too. So you don't want that. I say be selfish and let go of the envy, because the envy will only hurt you. So if you really, really love yourself, you have to let it go. See the beauty in it. See the beauty in love. And by the way, you said relationships, and not all relationships are full of love and healthy and happy. I don't know any. Like, I mean, I don't know any relationships that I've ever seen as worth envying or anything, honestly. Like, be careful. You could see this cute little couple together online or wherever, in the street or whatever. You have no clue what that relationship is like, what that relationship is about. But if you have envy in your heart, it's probably because you want a partner. So I never really understood people that wanted a partner for the sake of having a partner. I love life. I love myself. I love walking, swimming, taking showers, reading books. Like I never needed someone. I never wanted someone since, like I told you, and it's probably because of my childhood, seeing mad abusive relationships, even teenage relationships, I was turned off to them. Um, but I would say pray for yourself as well, like heal yourself. And if you don't believe in like prayer, you could meditate about it. You see, for me, I say prayer, I mean meditate, I mean it all. When I say God, I mean the universe as well. It's whatever language or religion you follow, whatever spiritual guide you follow. That's the one I'm talking about. That's the one that I want you to concentrate on. But envy literally only hurts you. So you have to let it go for the sake of you. Um, uh, if you also need a partner or want a partner in life, I would ask, like, dig deep and ask myself why. Why do I think this is it? Like, I envy people like that have dope careers, but I say envy and I don't really mean it because to me, envy is a powerful, unhealthy feeling. What I say is that, like, I would love to be like that one day. I would love to have a dope career one day. So, what do? Work on it. And how do I work on it? Is by working on myself. So, if you want to be a healthy person, for a partner in the future, that's your best bet. Concentrate on being the best possible you so that when this person comes into your life, he sees how, or she or whoever sees how fly you are, how dope you are, how together you are. Because you cannot look for another person to complete you. That is bad. You must be a one person. You must be one so you can be whole together. Like he comes and he brings his wholeness and you bring your wholeness. That is ideal and healthy. A lot of the couples that have issues and beef and fights because they're lacking a lot within. You know, there's a lot of envy within the relationship. But just keep in mind, relationships, they're not all that cracked up to be. They're a lot of work. So that's something also that you got to be willing and ready for. You got to be willing to work it out, to talk shit, to fight, and all that stuff. So yeah, just work on yourself. Concentrate on that. Let go of envy. If it's difficult for you, you are heading down the right path by even asking this question publicly. You know how many people are mad, jealous, and envious and will never open their mouths to say that? You are like far ahead of a lot of others. So you have it in you. Concentrate on yourself and be that dope person that other person will be lucky to have in their life. Will be fortunate. Will be praying every day. Every day I pray, thank you that John is in my life. Every day. You know, be that person that's so together that they'll be ready for a relationship when it happens. Yeah, I hope I helped you there. I really do. Because I feel like I can go off and just start talking like if I'm talking to myself and it's you, it's not me. But I treat myself with the most love that I have. So I'm treating you with the most love that I have. Okay. Fresher flowers, of course. Yes, fresh flowers. This is health review. Oh, okay. Another one from M. Jackson to clear everything up. I'm in my 20s, never had a relationship, never dated. I feel like I'm behind and not attractive. I just want to let that shit go. Oh, yes, perfect attitude. Let that shit go. First of all, you are attractive. And you're 20, you're a baby. You do not need all this drama from these people in your life. If there's someone you have a crush on, that's a whole different conversation. But for now, you just feel like you're backed up. Mad dope people are like late bloomers. Like, let's say you've never kissed a guy or you've kissed one guy your whole life. That's a good thing. It's not saying that if you've kissed 20 billion guys, that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a good thing that you're not obsessed with this world, obsessed with like, you know, having to be in a relationship and be in someone's face and be in someone's house and be in someone's bed. You know, you value other things. You value other things in life. You are 20. You are not behind in anything ever. You have time is your friend, is what I'm saying. Time is your friend. You are a cub. And I think a lot of kids go through this. They feel like if they're 16 and they never kiss somebody, they feel like, ugh. Don't rush any of it. It will happen to you very naturally, very, very naturally. I feel like I just spoke to you like an adult, and this whole time you're 20. I mean, you are an adult, but I be thinking, yeah, well, my age. But yeah, you have more than enough time. Everything will happen for you very naturally. Don't rush it, and don't judge your peers with like boyfriends. Trust me, don't. I wish that you could see things through like my eyes, and people that OD get serious at a young age or have all this experience at a young age is usually fizzle down from there. Like you don't have nothing to look forward to in the future because you did it all when you were 20, and that's not you. You're really going at a beautiful pace, in my opinion. just hold on to that real tight. Hold on to that thing inside of you that lets you know, and you're not just gonna, do what everybody else is doing. Go with the flow of your heart. If you have a crush on a boy, or a girl, do your thing. If not, take it very easy. Know thyself and be true to thyself. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Sunflower. You too, boo. I love reading your comments. They're all so full of light. Akira Renee. I dated one guy my entire 4 years of high school and after. I honestly feel like I missed out of a lot because I was so focused on him. Plus, it was very toxic. Thank you, thank you. You heard that? That's proof from your peers. Dated someone the entire high school year, the entire high school life for 4 years and wasted her time pretty much. Missed out on so much. You really are missing out when you're focusing on a guy at such a young age. Those are supposed to be the most important times. Like they always say, these are the fun times because you're not paying any bills yet. Let's see. I'm losing my place. Yes, I agree. If you do date lightheartedly. Don't take anything too serious. Yes, girl. No seriousness. I mean, it's not necessary. It depletes, honestly. It really does. Hey, Lehen. Oh, thank you, boo. That's so sweet. Mr. Peanut says yes. I don't know to what, but what's up, Mr. Peanut? Because I'm just noticing you. Question. I'm 27 years. Okay, this is Orlando, everybody. Question. I'm 27 years old and I'm at a place in life where I'm almost debt free and I'm trying to decide on what I should do with my life. A part of me wants to travel and live my life as a nomad. Another part of me wants to make sure that I have security, home savings, great job. How would you decide? You know what's funny? To this day, I have fantasies of getting up and exploring the earth. I would love to know Earth and see more of it. And I know some of it is cruel and violent. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I look at the waves and sometimes they're too much and they scare me rather than calm me. Volcanoes also. But I would love to explore the world. It's still a fantasy of mine. It's still something that I daydream about. Um, how would I decide that though? I always say that if I had like family or someone to live with, that I would have not moved out so fast. You're 27. I feel like it's always good to have a cushion for yourself because you don't ever want to rely on other people so heavily because it becomes a burden to them as well. But can you do some light traveling where you can not spend every dime, not spend all of your savings? You know what I mean? You can do that. Some people do that for a semester. Some people do that for a year. Is it an option to do both? Is it an option to explore the world a little bit and then come back? Is that an option for you? Do you have like a parent or an aunt that you could live with? I feel like in the future, if I have children, I want them to be with me as long as they need to, so they can really live life like a juicy life. I would always have a space for them in my home, hopefully like a guest house, so they can enjoy life and come back home and feel like they have a home. I really want that for my children, if anything. But yeah, I guess I would see, is it possible to do both? Is it possible to do a little bit of both, Orlando? Or do you mean like forever, like live like a nomad forever? Because that's an intense undertaking. So you really have to know what you mean by nomad. Like some people are built for it. There's a girl on here. She's a white girl. Um, she's really young and she's very impressive to me. Like she'd be out there traveling the country with a backpack and $2, but she got homes to come back to. Her parents are there and she's like 20 something, like probably 21 or 22. She's very impressive. I forget her name. I'll find her channel and link it as well. Let's see. I hope I helped you, Orlando. I feel like if you could do both, then do both for a little while. Like live a little bit as, exploring and then come back home. Let's see. M. Jackson, LOL, close 23, but the message still applies. Thank you so, so much. You're welcome, M. Jackson. Anything, anytime, ask away. I hope that, I hope that I can help you guys because, like I said earlier, I feel like I'm talking to myself and y'all not me. And I read a quote the other day that said, give advice for that person. Don't give advice for yourself because a lot of us do that. We'll do what we would do. Like, hell no, I won't take him back. Or hell no, I won't take her back. But it's for this person. What applies to this person? But I'm speaking to y'all like you got me because we're digital. You're not someone that's sitting here next to me that I could get to know and help better. I'm doing what I can. Uh, hey, Jess. Hi, Boo. Um, Leisha Naria or Naria. Um, Question: I'm 25 and I feel so lost and I feel like life is passing me by. Have you ever felt lost in life? I just can't seem to find my passion anymore. I'm mentally drained. Are your 30s better? You're welcome, Orlando. Okay. So yes. I was crying yesterday because I felt like a bum, like a loser, like I have nothing, no purpose in the world, and it gets to me. So my issue, I'm 38, and life is easier for me and better for me because I'm more confident and I know who I am, I know what I like, I know what I don't like. But there's this space here that it needs filling with purpose. And while it's a small space, it vibrates loudly and it comes and goes, and I'm still, and I guess because quarantine is making it worse. Like I had all these job interviews to go on, and quarantine has put everything to a halt. Um, and they're creative interviews, like so. The creative field is suffering right now a lot. So I don't know when I'm gonna get back on track, but it's something that I battle with on the regular. Um, I'm growing more confident because I'm telling myself you don't have to be busy. You don't have to be like swimming in money. You're not Uncle Scrooge. You're not like, Scrooge McDuck. You're a human girl. You're here to live the human experience. I try to calm myself and remind myself that it's not all monetary because that is my number one concern in life, honestly. Um, but yeah, it's something I still battle with. And 30s the 30s are wonderful. I love 30s, and I feel like 40s will be even more amazing, honestly. And I'm 2 years away. Um, but I think my purpose is deeper with me because I've never been to Ecuador. I feel like I'm not rooted in my ancestry, and I almost feel lost because I don't have parents. Like I'm estranged from my mother, and my father, trash human being. He's dead now, but doesn't exist. So I almost feel myself lost. I think that all of those facts about me adds weight on the fact that I feel purposeless, and it makes it even heavier and more intense for me. Um, but every single time I look around, I look at my life, I look at myself, I'm thankful and I feel like I'm good. Like life couldn't be happier. Like I should kiss the ground that I'm walking on. I should thank God every second of the day. But yes, it's something that doesn't go away. Do you know what you want to do? Do you know the path that you want to take? Is there something that is brings you all the joy in the world? Is that something that you could make a career out of? Is this about a career? Um, 30s get much easier. Like you stop giving a fuck about all the dumb shit. You disconnect with people that you know are trash, that you know don't even like you that much, that talk shit about everybody in their life, so you know they gotta talk shit about you too. Like, yeah, the 30s is for like grown up shit. You ain't fucking with nobody. No fuck. Trust me, you stop giving a fuck about a lot of dumb shit. It's beautiful. But for me, the purpose, life of purpose is still something that pulls at me. It pulls at me because I need to be a busy person. I need to be moving and grooving. And I think that something inside of me tells me this is your lesson to learn. You have to learn to be still. You have to learn to value your life for what it is. Because maybe that's why I'm here, to learn this lesson, and I still haven't fucking learned it. I mean, my friend is under that impression that we come back to earth over and over again to learn lessons. And until we fully learn those lessons, we'll keep coming back. I hope I didn't go too spiritual there, but my friend Camilla's, she's deep. I hope that helped, boo. Let's see. Um, you're such an inspiration, so thoughtful. Thank you, Sunflower. Um, oh, wow, that's a good one. Okay, so Turt is asking, um, this is kind of a loaded question, but I'm just seeking a bit of advice. How do you find yourself, your personality, and your voice? I feel like I fade into the background a lot in my life. So I felt that way too. I just feel like there's a lot of people that are more vocal, more boisterous, more, like the lions of the pack. They're in your face. Um, I felt like I wasn't like that. Like when there was a group of us and everybody was talking, I didn't want to talk over people. So I literally would not say shit because I just don't want to add to it, and it gives me a headache. Um, Finding my voice, it came to me very naturally. I'm strong willed. I always was. I have my convictions. I have things that I strongly believe in that no one can change my mind about. I stand in that truth. I have an openness that's willing to hear the side of another person's life, another story, to see different perspective. I think that you find your voice when you find the confidence in being okay with being wrong sometimes, and being more than okay with saying, hey, I don't like that, or hey, I love that. You know how there's a trend to love every freaking movie in the world now? Like everyone's like, oh, I love that movie, or I hated that movie. And you have to fall in line with the trends. I don't feel that way. Like I'm one of the very few people that didn't like Us. That movie, Us, the Keenan movie, or what is it? He's one of the guys from the comedy show. I forget. Peel. No, not Peel. He's not Peel. Jordan. I'm forgetting it. Oh God, this brain of mine. I'm sorry, but you know the movie Us, the scary movie that came out. I'm one of the people that didn't like it, and I'm like, that shit was ass. Like I was like, okay. Like at the end, I'm like, oh my God, this movie had all the potential in the world. But please, Jordan, like holla at me if you need like an actor or something, or like a PA. I'm down. Like I know you're dope and you're mad talented. Get Out was incredible, insane. I loved it from beginning to end. But and then like Us, and I feel like you have to say that. Like you have to say it. You have to be honest and be true to yourself, and not be afraid to disagree with people, and not be afraid to have someone show you the light and see something a little different, a different perspective. So your voice comes from confidence. Build your confidence. Stand in your truth. That's the path to your voice. That is your voice. Okay, let me see. Yeah, if you fade into the background, it could also be don't like it could be because people are mad loud and you don't want to get in on it. I'm like that. Like I don't like attention. I don't like people like I don't like attention. It's funny because I have a YouTube channel, but it's not about like attention. It's about conversation and community. I get really uncomfortable with attention. I get uncomfortable when I have a mic in front of me, a camera in front of me. I work through it with my YouTube. Um, but yeah, if you want, you can practice at home, practice talking to the camera, talking to yourself. You know, go online and see how debates work. Debates could be very helpful to you. Is it like a social anxiety thing? Because that could be another reason you're falling into the background. A lot of people have social anxiety. I do. I don't like parties. I like to be in like a small location, chilling with whomever. Like I prefer like bars rather than like big clubs. I get claustrophobic. I get anxious when I go to concerts. I feel like I can't breathe. I always have to have water on me. So it could be like in your character as well. But if it's about your voice, it's about your truth. If you are feeling a feeling, thinking something, feel something in your heart, don't be afraid to speak it if 20 people disagree with you. That's the world we live in. Like people are going to disagree with you. That's what people do all day. Don't follow the trends. Don't fall in line. Listen to your voice and don't be afraid to speak it. That's how you find your voice. You live your truth. Let's see. I be getting caught up with y'all. Y'all have me going. I love it. Okay, Sunny. Hi. Hi, boo. Any advice on first love? Okay, so Sunny asks, any advice on first love? What has made you fall for your husband? How do you express your feelings of love? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story. I broke a heart, and to this day, I cannot forgive myself. And I was in eighth, ninth grade. So I had a little boyfriend in junior high school. One of them was cool, like he was easy peasy to break up with. It was like nothing. The other one, I couldn't break up with him because I knew that he really liked me, and I wasn't mature enough to have that conversation. Um, uh, so I deaded him like without saying shit, which is what the youth today call ghosting. I ghosted him. I didn't say nothing to him. He got like in trouble with his grandma. So he's one of those kids that live with their grandma. I always find those kids extra special. Anyway, he lived with his grandma. He got in trouble and they sent him to like one of those teenage jails, like I think it's called Sparfield in New York. And he used to write me all the time and draw me little pictures, and I stopped writing him back. I stopped because I met John. We went from junior high to high school. I met John, and my feelings were he was taking over my feelings. So I completely ignored Danny rather than telling him I do not want to be with you anymore. And then I saw him in the future. I saw him like I don't know how many years later, maybe a year later, in 42nd Street. Like I was with my friends, and we just happened to pass each other, and I still ignored him. My friend stopped to say what's up to him because we were all friends at one point. And I ignored him. I just kept walking. I just felt so uncomfortable with those mature feelings. Like I had hurt someone and I did not know how to handle that. So let me see. I got out of track. I'm so sorry. So what was your question again? Um, all right. Any advice on first love? What has made you fall in love? Okay. So John and I, when I first saw John, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Okay. So we were 16. He used to wear the backs, like he had braids and all that. And he had like a little blowout. So he had a little blowout. I think he had a little blowout, and he had a big old hickey in his neck. So he had a little junior high school girlfriend that he was still with, or something like that. And I saw him, and I had like no interest at all. I didn't care. He was just really tall. So when I went to high school, my high school used to be an all boys school, so it was full of like guys mainly. Um, and I was still very, very petite. Like I was a bones with no real figure. Like I didn't have curves. I was very skinny, no boobs, no ass. So I was like a junior high schooler amongst men. Like my school was full of guys with hair in their face and tall guys. It was so weird. I looked at him, it was like nothing. I made friends with his cousin in God rest his soul. He's in the sky now. But his cousin was in homeroom with me, and two guys. They were all from the same neighborhood, so they all knew John. And every day I walk with them and I walk with them. And then, they would say, what's up to John? And I eventually started saying hi to him myself. And so we met, we talked. He was a little flirty, and I was like, whatever. and then he kissed me. He just kissed me here. Like it was supposed to be kissing the cheek, and it was very close to my lips. And I was like, and somehow that little kiss made me like develop this crush. And when I developed this crush, it was obvious. Like we just started kissing every day, like in the stairs. It was our little thing. We'll just have kiss goodbye, and then we started hanging out. I said, "Hey, you want to come over? He tells everybody this, but I did say it, so it's true. I said I have cable. Like that was the selling point. Come over, we can watch TV." So we watched TV, like we watched a lot of shows. We bonded over movies. Honestly, I think movies was a big part of our relationship. We're both movie lovers, which is something I'm missing like crazy because they closed down the movie theaters. So we fell in love naturally through our interests and being very, very playful with each other. So I think at the heart of it all is who we were. We are like good people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're kids and we're dumb as fuck most likely, and just 16 and just 17, but deep down inside we're good people, and that kind of guided us not to OD fuck over each other, but we bonded, we just laughed. I think that's the biggest issue with love, and I think that's why my junior high school boyfriend was so heartbroken, because I was so funny and I made that boy crack up and pee his pants, and I'm like we had that kind of relationship. So he had that from me, and now I'm in the ninth grade and I get that from someone else. Like this other guy is fucking hilarious and he's funny and he's smart, and those are all the things I love in people. And then I started to find him very attractive. To me, he became the most beautiful man on earth. So we just bonded over, I don't know, movies and cable. We played, we laughed. That was everything. That was the way to love. Like laughing and playing together. Let me see. What was the rest of your question? um, Advice on first love: take it easy on yourself and take it easy on your partner, because this is the first for everyone. Like, look how I treated my little junior high school boy. I dated him like an asshole, but I give myself grace because I was mad young. Like eighth grade, you're just an infant. So when John and I got together, we were coming from relationships. um, he had someone else that he was still with, and other girls, because the school was full of girls that liked him and he messed with them. I didn't. And so I kind of like, there was a lot of arguing because I'm like, but we together and you don't want to take me seriously because you with all these girls and you want all these girls. And the truth is, this is a fucking 17-year-old boy. Of course he wants all these girls. He's just now turned 17 and he spent junior high school with someone seriously. So duh. Like he's free. He's now in high school seeing girls with tits and ass, and it's going to be different for him. So my advice for first time love is grace. Give yourself grace. Give him grace or her grace. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make any assumptions about what gender. I'm 38. So I'm like him and her, but it really is, give that person grace and give yourself grace. Like if I knew then what I know now, I would let John live his life, and I'd be like I would have bonded with him and caught him on the flip side. I'll catch you on the flip side because I also know what kind of girls he doesn't like. And that man, like, is more than looks. Like, you could be real fly, but if you're like dumb, like if you worry about dumb shit, he is so harsh. Like, he is a harsh judger of people. And it's not that, I shouldn't say that because he's not like that, but he values his time, and so if he can't have a conversation with you, then there is no hope. There is no hope past sex. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it gully with y'all. And y'all like 20, and I feel like, oh my god, but yeah, yeah, good. Um, yeah. So first time love, give him grace, give yourself grace, take it easy on yourself, take it easy on him. Sometimes this is first time love, but this man is coming, or this person is coming from history. He got people that he's still attached to, people that he's still messing with, people that he's still texting, calling. Now with social media, oh my God, I don't even know what I would have done if there was social media when I was in high school. Thank you. Another one. Another reason to be thankful. I would not be able to deal with that. Those girls on social media, they look like freaking robots. They're so like plat out, you know what I mean? They look like, I mean, if your body's done or not done, that's none of my concern and none of my business. I don't give a shit. But the visual is there. And a lot of guys, they're drawn to the hotness of the curves and the ass and the tits, and they'll fuck up because, it's like in your face with social media. It's like, it's really in your face. So I just say, give yourself grace, give him grace, and be very confident, because social media will fuck with you. Like, it will fuck with you. You start having doubts. A lot of things come into play because of social media. So it's almost like a whole different language, in terms of love. But yeah, take it easy. That's all I can tell you, is take it easy, because it doesn't have to be like a hardship. Like, me and John went through hell, but it didn't have to be like that. If I would have listened, like my mom told me, like one time, literally, my mom gave me advice one time the whole time I was with John. I was like crying and shit, waiting for him to call me. And she was like, you're going to make yourself sick over him. And that was true. I didn't really take her advice. I didn't think of it because she didn't care to give me advice again. It's like she didn't want to waste her time with some dumb shit. But if I ever have a child, I'm going to be there every step of the way to help them realize that, yo, this person is not your world. You have your world. You have your own spirit. Like, I swear, from the moment that baby comes out of me, I'm going to be like, you're dope as fuck. Your spirit is the shit. Anyone will be fortunate to be with you. Like, concentrate on you. Yeah. So I hope that helps. First time love. Have a little grace for yourself. Have a little grace for your partner, because we all come with a story. Let's see. I don't want to lose you guys. I'm exactly like that. Oh, yes, ghosting is horrible. Yo, I would never in my life do that again. I would tell you straight up, like, sorry, can't fuck with you. And I've kind of done it to friends. Okay, so this is deep. Well, it's not deep, but to ghost a friend sucks. But my friends, I shouldn't even say that, because my friends is like Camilla. Like, I would never ghost her in a million years. But if I become afraid of you, I kind of pull away from you. If you talk shit about your best friend, then I slowly pull away from you, and then I fade into the darkness because I can't trust you anymore. And I don't want to waste my time telling you, like, yo, you mad foul. Like, who do you not talk about? But I had this one friend that I ghosted because she started acting very strange and very weird. And I got afraid, and I slowly but surely started like, hi, bye. I felt bad. Like, today, if I could see them again and talk to them again, I'll be like, yo, sorry, but you fucking scared me, and you know what you did. I guess after a while, I don't want to bother with you, because I know you know what you're doing, and I don't want to bother with you. But yeah, ghosting sucks. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No one's done it to me, because I just don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, if there's this separation coming, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it, because I see that something that's murky is here. Let's see. So another question. Let's find another one. M. Jackson says, perhaps the people that are quietest can stand out the most at times too. Yeah, I mean, that's who I would be drawn to in a crowd. Like, because I don't like the loud people, I would be drawn to that person that's a little quiet, they're a little mysterious, might be a deep thinker, might have something to say, something interesting. I'll be drawn to that person. Shy and nervous. Okay, let's see. Oh, damn, no joke. I probably would ghost too, because I don't like conflict. Yeah, I don't like conflict, but I wouldn't ghost anymore. It's just terrible. It's terrible, terrible, terrible to do that to people. Even if people know they full of shit, I'll just be like, yo, you full of shit. Bye. Let's never be friends again. I've ghosted before, and then okay. So Just says I've ghosted before, and then when it happened to me, I was like, never again. I'm gonna have a conversation. Yes, like we got to be about that conversation because that. I mean, had I not ghosted that kid in junior high school, which I hope he's dope. I'm sure he's a dope person now. Like, you know who he looked like? The Prince of Egypt. You know the cartoon, The Prince of Egypt. You know Moses. He looked like Moses. His features were just like that. Like I could draw him, like really sharp features. But yeah, shout out to him. I'm sure he's doing fine. Um, let's see. Yeah, it's just it sucks. It hurts the soul. Um, Carly said, I was born in Jamaica and moved to the US when I was a kid. What I wish is that I had gone back to visit more frequently. I wish the culture was stronger in me. I mean, if you still have access to the culture in Jamaica, like if you have an aunt or an uncle or something, like cousin, friend, you could still go. I don't know anyone in Ecuador, so I would have to go as a visitor.
I got real quick. Just listen, hear me.
Yes.
Sunny, in your thing, asked you two questions. You didn't answer the second question.
Oh, Sunny, let me see.
How do you express your love? So you should answer that question.
How do I? Oh, Sunny. Okay, thank you. You see, John got your back. Like, John, thank you, boo. He's so dope. He said that Sunny asked me two questions. He said the second question was, how do you express your love? So funny because we took that test for the first time maybe a month and a half ago, that love language, and both of our love languages is time, like time spent. We spend all our time together, which is why quarantining together is not an issue because we're always together. We love each other's company, blah blah blah. I leave him alone, he leaves me alone. Like he plays with his friends online PlayStation. They scream all night long, and I just go in the room and watch something on my tablet or read or whatever. um, so it's not an issue. But my expression of love is kindness and caring. Like I care for John deeply. If he's busting his ass all day at work because he's working, excuse me, I feel nauseous. He's working from home. Um, I would tap on the door. What do you want for breakfast? What do you want for lunch? What do you want for dinner? You got to eat. You got. I have forced him out that room to take a lunch break because he won't. I forced him outside to get some fresh air because he will not. So it's almost like caring. My love language, how I express my love is caring for John. I care for him when he can't care for himself or when he's too busy to care for himself. I rub his back. I rub his feet. I put lotion on him. I remind him every day to put lotion on his face because I told him I ain't trying to have nobody with a dry ass face. I help him. It's just I'm good to him. I'm really kind to him. I'm kind to him like I would, I don't know. It's so funny, but I feel like I don't know. I'm kind to him. I care about him. I like to help him wherever I possibly can, wherever I can. Like if he's busy, and he was supposed to go to the supermarket because he's like afraid of me going outside and going to the supermarket and getting COVID, even though I think we both had COVID already. When we were sick in August, we were in the hospital twice. We were a mess. Like all those symptoms that everybody has, I had them. So we had them. I had a vlog. My first vlog, my pilot vlog is about, it happened when I had that virus that no one knew what it was. Like no doctor knew what was happening to us. But anyway, yeah, I care. I express my feelings and my love for him by deeply caring about him. And it's not like I'm faking it. Like I cannot stand to see him overworked or suffering in any way. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, what can I do for you? I express my love through caring for him, but that comes very naturally for me if I care about you, period. Same thing with my sister. Like when she comes, I try to make her the most comfortable person in this house, and it's just because I care about her so much. But yeah, that's how I express my love. I express it by caring about him. I tell him I love him all day long, which doesn't even matter because by now he's like rolling his eyes at it, like I say it too much. But I am just so smitten, and I love him like he's a precious thing to me. So it's hard not to express it. It's almost like I'm selfish, like I'm doing it for me because it makes me feel good to take care of him. It is selfish now that I think about it. Like I need to be like, I don't know, maybe it's helpful if I chill the fuck out. Because I'd be like a million times, like, you sure? Are you sure you don't want nothing to eat? Are you sure? And he probably gets mad annoyed by that. Maybe I should chill out now that I think about it. Let's see. Okay. So that was John. Shout out to John for seeing Sunny's additional question that I missed. A goal of mine is to live in New York for at least a year. What part of New York would you recommend? Ooh, Orlando. Okay. Oh, Sonny says thank you, boo. Oh, he can't hear because he's plugged into the PlayStation thing. He's playing with his headphones. Um, uh, ooh, I don't know. What part would you like to live in? I'll tell you this much. New York is OD crowded. Like Manhattan is crowded. If I could come here again, but you're coming here to have that New York experience, right? Because honestly, I would like to move where it's dead. Like I would like to go to Queens somewhere where it's not OD dead, but it's not overly gentrified. Like I prefer to be in the neighborhoods where there's culture, where there's my people, like brown and black people, and I'd rather be in those neighborhoods. I'm in Harlem, and Harlem is very vibrant and dope. But my block, my neighborhood is so gentrified that it happened overnight. Every neighborhood is gentrified. I feel like the Bronx is the last one still standing, not OD gentrified, but it's gonna get there. I don't know. I would recommend. Of course I'll recommend Harlem. Brooklyn is like, I don't know. I guess that's full of hipsters. So I hear. I don't know. I feel like also no one really travels like from from city to city. Like I don't go to Brooklyn much, only to eat sometimes. I stay in like LES or Harlem or the Bronx because that's where I'm from as well, and John too. My friend lives in Long Island, Queens, like right in the border or whatever. I go there to see her once in a blue, but she mainly comes to Harlem because she lives in the suburbs. So yeah, she mainly comes to Harlem. I would say Harlem, of course. That's where I'm from. It's dope. The Bronx is dope too. If you would like that Bronx experience, it's very particular. The Bronx is really particular. But the rent is OD. I don't even know if you want to. It's not fucking worth it. I'll tell you that much. What's the channel on here? Refinery 29 does these videos. I had to unsubscribe because it got on my fucking nerves. How people be like, what 12 $2,500 no what $2,500 gets you in New York, and it's like half of a bedroom, a sink, and a door, and that's it. And I'm like, no, y'all motherfuckers did that. That's why the fucking rent has gone so high, because y'all fall for this dumb shit and y'all think $2,500 for this fucking shithole is worth it, and it's not. And so you fuck us over, the people that were born and raised here. Now we got to pay this OD rent. It's insane. It's horrible. But I would recommend Harlem. I recommend the Bronx if you like the Bronx culture, which I fucking love. Brooklyn, if you want a hipster experience. Different parts of Brooklyn, I heard, they're not all so hipster, I guess, but they're definitely getting hipster like really quickly. Yeah, I love the hood. Hey, Vega's here, babe. Is that Vega? That's Vega. That has to be him. So y'all see Joseph Vega. That's my friend, and he said the Bronx. Of course, he would recommend the Bronx. What's up, Vega? I want him on here with me. So I have two friends. I have three friends. Well, I have a few friends, but friends that I've invited on here. Camilla, she does meditation, and I want her to do it for y'all so she could teach y'all because she's very spiritual and dope. My friend Ray, who's recently divorced. Well, he's getting a divorce, and I want him to talk about the divorce life and talk with y'all from a male perspective. And then my friend Vega there. So tell Vega to join me on Zoom one day so we could talk shit. He was John's friend in high school. I met him in high school. So we've been friends forever. But he's John's brother. But yeah. So what's up, Vega? I can't believe you on. Now I'm shy. Now that I know you watching this shit. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Orlando. Okay. Yeah, Orlando. So if you come to New York and if you got that rent money, come on down. But if you don't got that rent money, it's gonna get you. Let's see. Young. Oh, message retracted. Okay. I hate when I see a message retracted. I'm like, what happened? M. Jackson. The way you talk about John is adorable. Gives me the warm fuzzies. Aw. Well, I love that man. Been through a lot. Orlando. I stayed in Harlem when I visited. It was dope. Yeah, Harlem is dope. I love Harlem. You know what I hate though? I hate like the littering, yo. You know everybody's littering? Like you see it everywhere now. Like I can make a whole Instagram account with these things. The gloves that everybody's wearing, they're everywhere, all over the street. And it goes to show you how people just don't care. They don't care about their home. This is your home. Your apartment is not your home. Earth is your home. And you go outside and you just throw shit in the street. I can't stand it. And Harlem is covered in gloves right now. It's horrible. I hate that shit. Um, I I don't know what he's saying. Your head just farted. I don't know what that means. Young MG. I don't know what that means. Sounds perfect to have them on, Isabel. Have them on. Oh yay! Right? I know. I want them on here talking to me. I think they're a little shy. My friend Ray is really shy. Um, I don't know what I'm. Okay, I don't know what that person is trying to say. I'm a little confused. Um, yeah. So yeah, everyone's polluting. Like there's little bugs all over Harlem. So I guess we could continue. I think there's no more questions about love and things like that. Okay. Yeah, I think I go back to the questions. I think I'm in question 6 if y'all want. Um, let's see. I don't really know what that person is saying. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, young MG. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to the questions, and then we could just. Oh my God, it's almost 11. You see what I mean? I try to make these like an hour because I feel like no one's gonna watch them if they OD long. But I'm gonna ask a few more questions, and then let everyone go to sleep. Let's see. I'll go back to a question. Um, what irrational fear do you have? My irrational fear is cats. Like I have no reason to be afraid of them, but I am very, very scared of cats. I think that they don't like me. I get this very strong feeling when I'm around them that they don't like me. Like I can feel their feelings. I think we got bad blood, like in history or something. I don't know what to make of it. I know it sounds weird as fuck, but it's true. That's my irrational fear. It's dumb as fuck, but and it's messed up because all my favorite people that I love, like I love Amanda Seals, all the people that I love online, they always have a cat. Like they have cats, and I'm like, you have to be like Jesus from Jesus and Mero from the Bodega Boys, and I don't get it. Like I don't know why I can't love cats. I want to love cats. I feel like it means something that I don't. Yeah, that's my irrational fear. Anyone of y'all want to answer? What's your irrational fear? I'm gonna move on. Um, one of your lives. Hi, Black Girl So Fly. Oh my God, hi, boo. Yes, you made it, but I'm about to get out because I cannot. Like, it's been a minute. I don't even know how long I've been doing this, and I'm sleepy and I'm hungry. Um, hey, boo. Oh, Speeches Kim says, my fear is to be free when I'm in a large body of water because I can't swim. Oh, yes, that's not irrational at all. Like that is very possible because you don't know how to swim. So I would definitely like stay away from large bodies of water. And I will also learn how to swim. They give free classes in New York. I'm not sure if they do that where you're from, but if you want to save money when this is quarantine is all over, look up free classes to teach you how to swim. Once you learn how to swim, you fall in love with it. I learned when I was a kid and I love every chance I get to swim. Let's see. Okay. Bugs, no matter how big or small. Oh, Orlando, you scared of bugs? I'm not scared of bugs. I'm not even scared of, I'm gonna say this, I hope I don't gross you out, but rats and things like that. I live in New York and I see rats like all day long in the street. So I'm not. I'm afraid of like that siempre. I shouted when I was in live and that siempre was like that centipede was coming at me. It's because I don't want them to crawl up my leg, but I'm not actually afraid of bugs or anything like that. Snakes, but that's normal. I think a lot of people are. But my real like a deep fear is cats. Like it's a paralyzing fear. Oh, yeah, I hate to see myself in. Okay, so Black Girl So Fly says I have a fear of sleeping with my mirror facing me. I cannot stand my reflection at night. It is the scariest thing in the world to me. So I hear you. Oh, Just, you must be from New York. Just, you from New York? Okay. Just says riding on the train with one person. I do not do it. When I'm in an empty train and one person walks in, I get so scared until those doors open again, until we go under the tunnel. And at the next station, I just want to transfer over. I'm like, please, somebody walk in. It's the scariest thing. Yes. I'm afraid of rats, anything like that. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't want them. I don't know if you ever seen those memes, those YouTube. Well, not memes. They're actually videos of New York rats like in the train, like climbing on people. I would scream and like hit it to get off me, but I'm not like afraid of it. I'm afraid of cats, like for real. um. Okay, my next one is Um, what's something you are self-conscious about? I am self-conscious about like a million things. I could tell you when it comes to physical things, it's like I have cellulite and I'm self-conscious about it, which is dumb as hell because I don't OD care about it because if I did, I wouldn't say it right now. But I am self-conscious about it, just a tiny bit. Um, I'm self-conscious when I have to talk Spanish. I get when I'm around certain people like elders, I get tongue-tied, especially John's family. Whew, like I start forgetting my words and getting tongue-tied and shit a lot. I mean, it happens to me in English. You can imagine in Spanish. But me and John sometimes we just talk Spanish at home so we can get even more comfortable. So I can get more comfortable when I'm around other people. I'm gonna implement that rule again. Like we will only talk Spanish at home. But yeah, it makes me self-conscious because the elders like in DR, they'd be like like they're always looking at you, like judging you and staring you down. Um, let's see. Talk about. So since you're about to leave, what did you talk about? Oh, I talked about everything, but I don't even know. Love. There was a lot of love questions. I gave a bit of culture report, which I could tell you quickly is the movie Apocalypto, The Mandalorian on Disney, and Narcos Mexico season 3 on Netflix. And we just started talking shit. I asked a few questions, like I'm doing now, and then there was a lot of questions about love, and we talked about love, first love, and things like that. What's a song you love that no one would think you love? Ooh, you know what? Everyone knows that I love like all the songs. Like I love all the genres except heavy metal. I cannot. Um, but I love, of course, rap. I love country. I love like ballads, Spanish. Let me see. What's something that people don't know that I love? I love listening to flutes, like Ecuadorian flutes. I could listen to that like all day. There was these guys, like these Ecuadorian guys in traditional indigenous wear in 42nd, and they play their flutes, and they used to have CDs. They were Ecuadorian, and I bought their CD from them, and I used to listen to it back when CDs were something. But yeah, but I would go online and listen to flutes, like Ecuadorian flutes. They're very soothing to me, and yeah, no, I'd be like desperate for my culture. Oh, oh, you know what's funny? So Jessica says that she's self-conscious about her sweaty palms. I sweat like a lot, like my forehead, my underarms, my top lip. I used to be self-conscious about it, but I saw a movie that completely changed my mind about it, especially the underarms. The movie Call Me by Your Name. I love that movie. And in that movie, Elio's mom, Elio's mother wore silk like all the time, and her underarms would be soaked and wet, and she'd be sitting there like smoking a cigarette in the backyard, looking as fly, as chic as ever, and sweaty armpits was like nothing. So I started with confidence. I was like, I'm not gonna care about my sweaty armpits no more, but I still OD don't want them to be mad sweaty in public. But I sweat a lot. I don't even have to do shit. Like right now, I'm sweating a lot. Um, let's see. Have you ever thought about teaching Spanish or ESL? No, even though when I was working at a hospital for a short time recently, there was a translator that would come with the patients that needed a translator. And he told me it was mad easy work. And I was this close to applying for that job. He said it was super easy and I would get it. Um, but I didn't go for it because I don't want to have to deal with patients and doctors in that capacity. There's a lot of, it was, um, it was pretty intense, the clinic that I worked for. And these are people with serious concerns, and I just didn't want that energy on me because I don't know how to handle it. Um, but yeah, never really thought about it. Let me see. I don't want to be missing anything. So that's a fun one. The last one is like it's a bonus. I think that I chose it just because it could be offensive in a way, and I want to flip that. I want to be light about it, lighthearted. Ooh, okay. So Sunflower Butterfly says that she has to go to the dentist. Ooh, oh my goodness. Yeah, I for one will tell you straight up, I do not like going to the dentist. It is a big, gigantic phobia. But I have a dentist that I love, and if you're in New York, I could tell you who he is. Um, He has eased all my worries and pains, but to this day, when I go to him, I'm still like sweaty palms, like really, really anxious and scared until I get out of there. I just don't like being there. Someone drilling on your teeth, like your bones. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. But I'll tell you this, Sunflower, get to it before they close down the dentist. Like you never know what can happen, like what they're going to close down next. And you don't want to have that pain or whatever that issue is get worse, because then it's going to be just you and that pain. And I've had bad aches where I just lay down and cry all day because it's killing me. So I don't want that for you. I want you to be healed. The crisis might not be over anytime soon, boo. So make that appointment. Okay, so I'm going to go to the last question. I've been losing my breath. The last question. What do you strongly suspect? Oh, no, that's not the last question. That's the bonus question. Okay, 10. What stereotype do you completely live up to? I love rice and beans. So you know how they be like, Spanish people, Latin people, blah, blah, blah. Love rice and beans. I do, and I'm not ashamed of it. I love it. I love to dance. I love to move and groove. I hear music and I can't help but shake my ass. That's just, yeah, like I'm Latina and that's that. What can I say? I don't care. So that's my stereotype that I live up to. And as a woman, if we're talking about stereotypes as a woman, I am OD emotional. I cry. I'm very emotional, like mad sensitive. I try to use it as a positive these days to connect with others. But yeah. So if you want to share what is a stereotype that you completely live up to, you could do so. And I'll read it back to everybody. And the bonus questions, oh God, I hate when I started. The bonus question, which is the last question, and then we'll say goodnight to each other, is what do you strongly suspect but have no proof of? So I strongly suspect that Earth is like the ghetto of the universe, because Earth is full of ignorant motherfuckers, racist ass people, greedy people that leave people to starve and die. And I just cannot fathom another planet on Earth being so fucking trash. So I say I live in the hood, and that's how I talk about the hood. I don't consider it the ghetto. Like, just because there's shootouts and things and fights and blah, 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 I don't consider it the ghetto. Because ghetto to me is, I link it to something else. Like, I link it to just complete stupidity and ignorance. And I think that Earth is the ghetto of the universe, unfortunately. But you know what's funny? I said that one time. I said that a million times in my life, but only one person ever had like a response, like she really got it, which is my friend Andrea. Like, shout out to her. I don't think she's watching this. She works her ass off. She's probably home sleeping. But when I told her that, she was cracking up and she said, yeah, right, like you'll be like, lock the windows to your kids when you're passing by Earth. And I'm like, yes, like fuck these crazy bastards. I'm not trying to use crazy as an ableist slur. I'm just saying, like how can you be so fucking ignorant, people of Earth? You know what I mean? So I can't imagine another planet being so fucking trash to their people, to humankind. But yeah, so you guys have a strongly, like, what do you strongly suspect but have no proof of? I don't have proof of Earth being the ghetto of the universe, but I think that it is. That's it though. If y'all don't, you don't have to reply to that. I'm thankful that you guys were like in here today with me, giving me like a good conversation, and I love getting to know y'all. Like, I got these questions because I was like, I'm gonna get to know these folks one way or another. Like, it has to happen. And it's so dope because our community is still so small, and so I could really, really get to know you. Like, I could really get to know y'all, because it's not like I'm not flooded with like a million questions. It's just us. So I can read all your questions and everything. Anyhow, so it's been a minute. I always say I'm gonna do these for an hour, but it doesn't seem to happen. Next time I'm gonna time myself. I'm gonna map things out, like 15 minutes for this, 15 minutes for that. I'm getting better. But anyway, so I just want to say thank you very much for joining me in this live. I'm going to edit my video and post it soon, because I actually got someone in the supermarket to give me advice of the day. So I'm going to have a vlog for you with advice of the day. And I'm going to try and vlog again and continue vlogging outside, even though I'm not doing much but going for walks. But I have to get creative with it. Like, I really have to get creative. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. This conversation. I deeply enjoyed it. For those of you that have personal questions, I really am thankful for your questions, and you help me to think. And I love that. I appreciate anyone that breaks my skull open and helps me to use my brain. So thank you for your questions. Thank you for being open on here. And yeah, I love it. I love having questions from the heart. I hope I was able to help you. I really do. I'm trying my best. I'm speaking from the heart. Yeah. So good night to you all, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you soon. We're going to keep doing this once a week if you like. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. Like anything I can work on, let me know. I really want your input and your feedback. Love you all very much. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will be seeing you very soon.